I consider myself a very spiritual man. I do believe in God. However, I do want to say, if you don't, I am not forcing this upon you. I'm not forcing you to, but I want you to take heed rather of the messages that are portrayed through this video and gather your own understanding from them outside of spirituality and outside of religion. I do believe that it will help you. What's up, everybody? It is time for another wonderful episode of Frugal Freedom. I'm your virtual mentor, Izzy, here to teach you all that I know about finance, productivity, and overall protecting your well-being. So if those types of things interest you, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification because I got new videos that I release every single day. Today is Motivation Monday. And for today's Motivational Monday, I want to express to you guys a couple of scriptures that have changed my entire life. I'm going to be completely honest and say I don't read the Bible as much as I should, but the few verses that I do know, I study them daily and I live by the word. I'm getting better though, I promise. Number one is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 2 and 3. Write down the revelation or vision and make it plain on tablets or, write it down so that whoever reads it may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. What does this mean? My understanding of this is whatever you want, write it down. There's power in writing down your goals so that men may see it, so that you may see it every day. If you look at your goals every single day and wait for them, because it says, though it linger, wait for it. In October of 2020, I wrote down about 75 things that I wanted God to do for me within a year. And literally the next week, I got one of those things that I wrote down, and that was a car that I can say I own. So I am a witness that this works. I am slowly achieving and receiving everything that it is that I wrote down to this day. As a matter of fact, you are watching this video because of the vision that I wrote down. Number two is a personal favorite of mine, and that is the book of James, chapter 4, verses 2. You have not because you ask not. As a Christian believer, I do feel that many of us forget just how big God is and what he has accomplished. We ask him for very small things that we think will help us, when in truth, he can do anything beyond our wildest imaginations. All we have to do is just ask him for it. There's nothing too big and there is nothing too small. Just recently, I've been learning to make big leaps simply because I asked God for it. Number three is Proverbs 22 and 7. There are countless proverbs that I could mention, but the one that changed my life, that made me focus on getting rid of my debt, was this one specifically. And it basically states, the rich will rule over the poor and the borrower is the slave to the lender. Now, if you've ever owed someone, didn't it seem like somehow they felt you owed them your entire life? The same can be true for debt. You really can't enjoy life because you're worried about who you have to pay, what you have to pay, and who's going to take your money. In my personal belief, that's not the way life should be. Yes, we should work hard, but we should also know when to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So if you're stressed out about paying down your debt, I want you to check out my Good series. That's my Get Out of Debt series. Link below, or you can check the I at the top screen. Number four, and last but not least, is the book of James, chapter 2, verses 17. And it states, thus also by faith itself, if it does not have works, it's dead. This is a very powerful statement. Faith, or as many people call it, Positive thinking is the first half of what you need to do in order to get what you want. There are many books that will teach you what to do, but unless you apply them, the information that you receive is useless. I do believe that God acts when we show him that we can have the wherewithal to do what is necessary to achieve our goal. I don't believe that he's there to do it for us. I think of it as a spotter in the gym. The spotter is there to not only prevent you from injuring yourself, but it's also there to help you give out your best reps. When my trainer sees that I'm getting tired or I'm putting out a low quality rep, he'll help me with about 10% to make sure that I don't give up. But he is not the one that is doing the rep. I am the one in the end that's doing the rep. That's what this verse to me means. It's something about when you want to go for what you want to go for, faith will get you through any of those difficult obstacles. When you allow faith to guide your vision, you will have enough motivation to see it through to the end. I've done many great things because I've acted on the faith that I had. If you do the same, I promise you, you will ultimately change your life. And if you don't want to call it faith, let's call it positive thinking. There's a lot of self-help books out there that are based on positive thinking. But my theory is all of those books somehow relate to all of the messages that I am portraying to you guys. But that's all I have for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if there's any other topics that you would like me to cover, as I'm happy to see those. I hope you're motivated this Monday, and let's make a killer rest of the week. I've been your virtual mentor, Izzy, and until next time, peace.